So for those of us that haven't been managing our stress daily or a couple times a week, what is the like, what are we missing? What
Mm.
is the life experience that I could be having that maybe I'm not having because I'm not doing this regular management?
So I would go back a step and start by acknowledging what we might be experiencing if we're not managing our stress,
Okay.
right? Stress impacts just about everything across the board. It impacts our mental health, our mood. So we might be irritable, we might be more sad, anxious, right? So we can notice the moods, the emotions that are coming up. It affects our cardiovascular system. So we could have that racing heart. We could end up with health issues like high blood pressure, end up with stuff like heart attack, strokes, right? Major health issues. We could be experiencing, symptoms, smaller symptoms, clammy hands, sweaty armpits, that kind of thing. Stress impacts our reproductive systems. So for women, it can impact our cramps, our symptoms with menopause, and our menstrual cycle become more extreme. For men, it lowers our sperm count, right? So it impacts our reproductive system. Then we're talking about our muscles, right? We've got that ache and that pain in our shoulders or our lower back or somewhere else in our body that seemingly is unexplained, right? Stress can show up in that way. That unexplained headache. There are so many ways in which stress can show up. We might not be feeling it. We might not be noticing it up here because we've gotten really good as a society to in picking ourselves up by the bootstraps. So we start noticing all of these symptoms, really bad cramps, um, emotional distress, tension in the body. That might be, not always, but it might be an indicator that we've got unmanaged stress that we're dealing with. So then what are we missing? Well, we're missing reduction in pain. So a less painful, physically painful life experience. We can have more ease in our bodies. We can have more ease in our experience of our thoughts. And or let's say we might have an emotion come up but we react differently, we create a different outcome, because sometimes
Mm.
the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and again and experiencing or hoping for a different result. So we're really looking at, like I said earlier, improved sleep, or like you said earlier, I should say, improved sleep, improved relationships because we're responding rather than reacting, and a more relaxed embodied physical experience plus some.